Howdy folks, Tom Bublé here, Las Vegas, Nevada. So this is the urban simulation, which is what the London 1940 internal room stuff is based on. And the difficulty with the urban simulation is, unfortunately, it has a very bespoke graphics mechanism that I wrote when Apple stopped supporting OpenGL. And for whatever reason, that won't run on the latest version of Apple's operating system. So I'm having to take out what creates the buildings and make that into a standalone library, and then generate graphics based on that standalone library, which is quite a bit of work. You may wonder why I'm putting this in Last Monkey Standing currently, because this is another project that I need to find time for in my growing list of other projects that I've been describing through this particular YouTube channel. But I wanted to provide some video just to give some background to this stuff actually working. Unfortunately, on my other two laptops, well, my laptop and my desktop, all too far advanced, unfortunately, and none of them will run this. So still kind of scratching my head about what was actually the cause of it. So ideally, you can kind of capture this information and file it with Apple. But in this case, it's probably best just to get the library out and utilize it as a library going forward. So my friend Nurgling did ask some more questions, and I probably should actually bring up his other questions and see what they were. Let me see if I can grab Nurgling's other questions quickly. You'd imagine that you should prepare for these kind of things. Okay, so he says, thanks for the response, this is interesting. Can you force combatants to work together in units? Yes, combatants exist in units, so you have individual combatants, and they all coexist in units, which unfortunately, if you saw some of the graphics, you might actually see the various units moving, and obviously the individual combatants are stepping in step. Or would it be simpler to have a single combatant representing, so multiple individuals? This is an interesting problem. You don't want a generic combatant and then it being represented over a series of points and then kind of calculating what's happening to the average of that combatant and all that kind of stuff. It's way too much mathematics and completely and utterly unnecessary if you have a very basic agent model. So that's not necessary. Keen to see how combat pans out in the urban now. Yes. I assume you can modify variables to make combat less efficient in the offensive where in an urban environment. Yes, I mean, obviously, the best way to actually do urban simulation combat is to do line of sight and just analysis based on that. So you have a regular combatant, except it has obviously line of sight that is blocked with regards to the urban environment. So yeah, that's certainly being considered. And I wish I could get some London 1940 generated stuff up. I probably can do that in an upcoming future video, but I just wanted to show this now on an old computer to indicate exactly what needs to be done in order to get this good stuff going. Anyway, Tom Bublé in Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.